Hello viewers, welcome to the podcast of ICAR Research Complex Northeast Hill Region. In today's episode, we'll discuss an important component of natural farming, that is mulching or Acchadana. I'm your host Momi Sinha, and to guide us on this topic, we have an expert with us, Dr. Mainak Ghosh, Senior Scientist of Agronomy ICAR Attari region. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for inviting me in this program.
Sir, first of all, what is mulching and why is it considered an important component of natural farming?
Yeah, mulching is an important component in the natural farming. It comes under the climate resilient agriculture system. So what will actually happen in case of mulching? It makes a coverage to the soil surface around the crops. So it actually prevents the soil moisture evaporation, it conserves the soil moisture, suppresses the weed growth, and you can say it is the cheapest part that farmers can do or apply in their field. So mulching also helps to reduce the soil moisture temperature, and particularly it improves the soil microorganism activity, which is very essential for the soil improvement or the soil health and the moisture use efficiency, enhance the moisture use efficiency for the crop growth. So that's why we prefer the mulching. It's the easy phenomenon for the farmers field.
Sir, farmers use different methods and materials to cover the soil. Sir, could you explain the different types of mulching practice?
Okay, here in that case, farmers using their preferably three types of mulchings are there. One is, you can say, soil mulch. Number two is the residue mulch. Number three is the live mulch. So I just explain one by one. So in case of soil mulch, it is simply the shallow tillage in the soil. Okay, so it's the shallow tillage, so therefore it conserves the soil moisture, and the reduced tillage make more moisture preservation in the soil and the soil aeration. So second thing is the live residue mulch. So in that case, you just apply any crop residue or dry leaves to cover the soil surface, that reduce the soil temperature and preserve the soil moisture. Any crop residue, then rice residue, wheat residue, or maize residue, then in situ and ex situ, that can be considered. In case of live mulch, it is very important, because live mulch means growing of two crops. Things that you have the main crop, then the growing of another crop, just like any leguminous crop. Okay, that suppress the weed growth, and that protects the soil from the evapotranspiration. That also protects the soil from the direct raindrop. So this is the live mulch. Any sesamania crop, any leguminous crop, that can also fix the atmospheric nitrogen. So live mulch is very essential and important for the natural farming.
Sir, thank you for explaining the different types. Sir, among this, straw mulch is commonly practiced by farmers. Could you explain how and when it should be applied?
Mulching preferably can be done just immediately after sowing or transplanting of the crops, because mulching, if we use the residue of the crops or dry leaves, it has the high CN ratio, means CN ratio 200:1, more than 50:1. So in that case, if you apply, means at the time of the planting, for decomposition it takes time. Okay, so if we apply only for the preservation of the moisture in the soil, it needs to be applied immediately, because in case of Rabi season, where the scanty rainfall is there or uneven distribution of rainfall is there, moisture stress is there, in that condition that helps for the proper germination, proper utilization of the moisture, and also reduce the cost of cultivation. So in that case, we just prefer the farmer to apply the mulch immediately after the planting or sowing of the crops. You can also apply mulching before planting or sowing of the crops. In that case, it just suppresses the weed growth. If you have the option, you can apply before also. There is no problem for the farmer's field.
Sir, that's a very practical point, especially the use of crop residues very wisely. Sir, could you tell me how much crop residue is generally required for effective mulching?
Okay, generally we recommend for the farmers, maximum 5 ton. It depends, 5 ton per hectare. It depends as per the crop, as per the season. Because thing is that if you use the rice crop residue, in that case the entire residue you can apply. Okay, so per hectare rice yield is around, if it is 3.5 or 4 ton per hectare, the straw also can be produced around 4 to 5 tons per hectare. It's 50-50. In case of wheat also, If you use the wheat straw, it is if the yield is 3 ton per hectare, 3.5 ton per hectare, then you can also get around 4 to 4.5 ton per hectare of the straw that can be used. So we recommend the farmers the entire amount, that is maximum 5 ton per hectare, apply in the field. One thing is that here we need to clarify this one. One is ex situ application, one is in situ application. In situ application means to retain the crop residue in that field. Means what are the stubbles are there for the rice or wheat, you just need to retain in the field. In that case, it can use as a mulch to the soil surface, okay, without application of the extra straw from the outside. Ex situ means application of the straw of the outside field. So in case of the zero tillage, when you go for the zero tillage farming in the next season after the rice, in case of the wheat or the ZT rice or DSR direct seeded rice, in that case we can say the farmers not to cut the entire the crops just at the above ground of the portion, at least leave 30 to 30 centimeter from the soil surface, so it can retain the residue. So residue can retain in the field, so that residue can preserve the soil moistures. It can use as a soil mulch. And one is the, I said, ex situ mulching. So around 5 to 6 ton is the sufficient. For the maximum 7 ton per hectare we can recommend for the farmers. Rather than residue burning, so it is important to use the residue as a mulching.
Sir, apart from moisture conservation and weed control, farmers are also interested in improving the soil fertility. So how does it improve the soil health?
Yeah, I told in my first question ki mulching means application of the straw mulch that is high CN ratio. It definitely increase the organic carbon content, organic matter content of the soil. It enhance the organic matter content, and also means favorable for the microorganisms. That microorganisms that convert the available nutrients from the organic matter. So mulching can helps available the nutrients to the plant, and you know that organic matter content also manage the CN ratio of the soil. It enhances the soil fertility also, soil water holding capacity, soil physical structure. So mulch helps the soil fertility, water holding capacity, soil physical structure. So rather than except the suppressing the wheat. Okay, so this is very important for the farmers to know that all the available nutrients can be efficiently available by the help of the straw mulch or the light mulch.
Sir, how mulch influence the crop growth or productivity?
Yeah. So what will done? Mulching is very important phenomenon, I said, for the proper germination of the crop. Because in case of dry season where the moisture is very limited, in that condition, if germination moisture is very essential. If you apply the mulch in the soil coverage, so it preserves the soil moisture. The root proliferation is very important. It helps the root proliferation, the root growth, as well as the proper germination. And for the soil moisture conservation, it supplies the moisture means sparingly. Okay, very slowly, very slow release of the soil moisture at ideal time, at the right time, so that the crop critical growth stage can be covered. Okay, during the scanty rainfall, in the moisture state condition, environmental condition. So in that way, you can say it improves the crop growth as well as the productivity, and you can say it reduces the cost of cultivation. So where you are not able to produce increase the crop growth and productivity, you can maintain the similar type of crop growth and productivity by reducing the cost of cultivation by the use of the mulching. So when you reduce the cost of cultivation, automatically the benefits cost ratio will be raised. So it is very important for the crop growth and productivity.
That's impressive, sir. Sir, is there any special mulching practice for rice cultivation?
Yeah, definitely. Because you need to understand there are two things. Rice can grow on the transplanting condition and under the direct seed rice condition, DSR and the transplanted rice. So I'll explain in the transplanting condition. In transplanting condition, Azolla is a very good option for the mulching in the rice field, because Azolla is an aquatic fern. Simply it can spread throughout the water surface surrounding the rice field, and it gives a thick layer. So Azolla that suppresses the weed growth, maintain the soil moisture, as well as it improves the soil fertility. How? Because Azolla, the crop, can fix the atmospheric nitrogen in their leaf lobes. So Azolla is a good option for the farmer. But if you go for the direct seeded rice, there is the very limited option for the Azolla, because Azolla is the aquatic wheat, aquatic fern. Okay, for the aquatic fern, it needs always inundated condition, moisture condition. In case of direct seeded rice, there is a less chance of always inundated condition. In that condition, the Azolla cannot be work well for the direct seeded rice. But for the transplanted paddy rice, Azolla works good. It enhances the soil fertility, it suppresses the wheat growth. So we prefer the Azolla, prefer the farmers Azolla can be used for the natural farming for the transplanted rice.
So under climate resilient agriculture, can mulching cope up with drought situations?
Yeah, exactly. Mulching is a important practice under the climate resilient agriculture practice, because every crop needs little more water for the germination or to stay alive. Everybody in the earth needs water. Without water, nothing can alive. Okay. So in case of plant also, even under the critical moisture scenario, you need to apply the life-saving irrigation. Okay. So to cope up with this under severe drought situation, dry condition, so mulching is essential, very essential for the benefit of the farmers. What we'll do, mulching just preserve the soil moisture. Under the critical moisture condition, it just slowly provides some little bit moisture to the plants to cope up with the drought condition or dryland situation. Okay, so once germination is over, then we can wait for the next critical soil moisture stress. If the rainfall is not there, then the mulching, because root can proliferate to the deep root system. Okay, so in that condition, they can uptake the soil moisture. If little bit rain is there, it is very well and good. If not, it is there, then the mulching can help for the life-saving irrigation. So it can cope up with the dryland situation. It can improves the soil health, soil physical structure, also the suppress the wheat growth. So it is very important phenomena under the climate resilient agriculture scenario, we can say.
So finally, what message would you like to give to our farmers?
Okay. For the sustainable production system, mulching is very essential. Means it is a very cheapest phenomena under the climate resilient agriculture practice. So under the sustainable situation now, because now we are saying balanced fertilization, the government of India now just doing the campaign on the balanced fertilization. So it is a part of the balanced fertilization. Mulching can provide the soil moisture, enhance the moisture use efficiency, as well as live mulch. It gives the soil fertility, means with the use of the sesbania or any leguminous crop that enhance the nutrient condition, enrich the nutrient condition of the soil. So also it improves the soil physical structure. So means I said rather than burning, you can use the mulch. Okay, so it is very important for the sustainable agriculture production. It is with the cheapest method, so it can reduce the cost of cultivation. It have the ability to enhance the input use efficiency, just like nutrient use efficiency, water use efficiency. Under the lean moisture condition, mulching is very essential for the crop growth and productivity, and also during the major crop period condition, crop wheat competition, the major crop wheat condition, that in that case mulching just reduce the suppress the wheat growth. So it is very essential phenomena for the sustainable agriculture production for the farmers.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable information about mulching in natural farming. I hope our viewers have gained better understanding on this topic. We hope our farmers to adopt such sustainable practices. Until we meet again, keep following good agriculture practices. Thank you.